A momentous day in politics for the newly crowned PC leader here at Queen's Park. Doug Ford held his first caucus meeting. He's only been the PC leader for just 10 days now, but Ford faced a lot of questions as he went into the meeting.
When are we going to see a platform from you with a solid stance on how you're going to fight this election?
Yeah, Cynthia, so they're working on it hard right now. I'm sure over the next little while we're going to be putting it out. We're costing everything out. We have some really bright people costing the platform out, and it's going to be a great platform.
Will it be balanced?
Yeah, it's going to be balanced, so we're going to make sure we work on every single nickel to make sure it's justified.
Okay, so as you just heard, Ford said he was going to balance the budget, and he's been highly critical of Kathleen Wynne's plan to have an $8 billion deficit in her next budget. However, when he was asked a second time, he seemed to contradict himself.
Are you committing to having no deficit?
Well, let's take a look at it. I want to discuss that with our caucus team.
Thank you. We'll be back.
Ford's caucus applauded him as he walked into the meeting. Keep in mind, most of them supported other candidates as leader, particularly Christine Elliott. What was it like to sit at your first caucus meeting when only a couple of them actually supported you for leader?
I thought it was great. You know, I'm the type of guy that I can play a game of hockey and get in a little scuffle and go out and have dinner with a person and drive them home. So we're a team, we're a united team. We can't wait to take on Kathleen Wynne and the Liberals, and we're going to form the next government.
Ford also said he would put his family business, Deco Labels, into a trust, but he didn't elaborate on that. He said he needed to sit and talk with the Integrity Commissioner first to go over all the rules. And coming up, how Kathleen Wynne is wooing senior voters and the controversial city councillor who may join Doug Ford here at Queen's Park. Well, if you follow city politics, you'll know his name. He's outspoken and controversial. City Councillor Giorgio Mammoliti may just be following his friend Doug Ford here to Queen's Park by announcing today that he's going to be seeking the nomination in the newly formed riding of Brampton Centre.
Nobody can afford the taxes that they keep asking for and the fees that they keep asking for and all those expenditures that people just don't want to spend. That's where it's going right now. Under a Ford administration, I think it's going to be capped, it's going to be looked at, it's going to be, we're going to, I believe we're going to have to make some pretty hefty changes. And once Doug
Mammoliti was actually an MPP several years ago in the 90s. He served under the NDP when Bob Rae was premier. Mammoliti says he'll hang on to his council seat in York West, but will forgo his salary while he seeks the Brampton nomination. He also wouldn't rule out a possible Toronto mayoral bid if he loses in the provincial election. A day after the provincial throne speech was delivered, Premier Kathleen Wynne is delivering on her government's promise to expand prescription drug coverage, announcing seniors 65 and over will get their drugs for free. This is a strategic move because many of her core voters are young, but seniors tend to vote more. The Premier hinted that coverage will continue to be expanded if her government is re-elected in June.
We are taking steps, and we're working towards having I hope, a national pharmacare plan, but I have said that we're not going to stop in Ontario. We need to continue to expand the coverage. This is the next step forward that we're taking.
Wynne says her announcement will save seniors about an average of $240 per year. And you can expect many more announcements like this from the Premier leading up to the March 28th election. In fact, she has another announcement due tomorrow morning.